like I said, here's our tomatoes. Down here, right above my hand is our big tomatoes right now. Black Crim. There's the other ones. On a different plant, we have another start. That's a Black Beauty. Kind of hard to tell. Our paste tomatoes are not doing bad, but they took a little bit of a weird turn, and then they started looking healthy again. Don't have any idea why. We think it was too much water, but it's going again. So our tomatoes, I'd say about 4 of them have breached the top of the completed cage. They're tomatoes, they're coming along. I skipped over the cucumbers. There they are. All the whites came up. Last couple of days have been rainy, so they're happy. This guy, we adjusted the string and it started climbing. It's grabbed a hold, and where did I see it? If you look down there on that leaf, I'll try to point to it as I'm doing it. Right there. That's a cucumber start. So they're starting to pop. Things are good, and it's starting to rain. Nice. Peppers. They're looking good. Last night it blew off 3 of the cages, so we got to put those back sometime today. But I'm feeling rain for some reason. These are the little beds that I did. The herbs, they're growing nicely. The thyme and oregano flying through. The blackberry and our very first ones, we're starting somewhere over there. Blueberries are doing okay. We're watching and waiting, and everything's getting to be so big. We're probably going to be harvesting some. We're going to probably be harvesting some herbs soon. This is my radish, and as you can see right here, that's the beginning of a radish. So they're getting big. They're going to have some soon. Onions are doing well. Zucchinis are doing well. The 3 potatoes we just planted are doing. They're growing. They're getting there. So hopefully soon we'll be having some good healthy fruit. This is gonna be the hint of the week. This is how we do our feeding. We use Schultz All-Purpose 2020. It's pretty strong. We do that every 2 to 3 weeks, alternating it with the neem oil. So what we do is we have these waterers,
cans
that she puts 4 scoops into this waterer. Now this thing holds about 2 gallons worth of water. That's why we're doing 4, and it's just, I'll do a close up of it. It's just a powdery mix, and we scoop it.
It's granulated.
Really? We're going to go there?
It's not powder, it's granulated.
It's granulated. And we fill it with water, and then
When you fill it up, you make sure all the it dissolves.
Yeah.
Sometimes if it's not at the end of it, you get all the little.
Right. You want to make sure all the granules are dissolved into the water, so you don't want to put the granules directly onto the soil. So you want to make sure they're dissolved really well. And then you just go out to the buckets and I'm walking away from Sherry. You just pour it straight in as you were watering normally. And here is a fine example of the gardener in the wild. She is attacking the plant. So she just waters that like she's doing a light feeding or a light watering. And then when that bucket rolls out, she grabs the next one and rinse and repeat all over again. So that's pretty much it. We're growing pretty good. We've doubled in size on the majority, and I'll just give you a shot across the jungle so you see how tall everything's gotten. That's about it. See you next week. Have fun. And this is a second pair of zucchini. Our experiments back here. Sorry for the walk. There's our radishes. These are traditional radishes, which are the round ones that grow in the ground. And here is the dragon tail. As you can see, two good sized plants, and right there is a dragon tail. Like I said, it grows out of the flower, so the flower will bloom. Once the flower dies off, the radish will start. So it's going pretty good. That's it for this half of the garden. Here's all of our herbs. So there, the sages are growing nicely down here. Rosemary's coming back. Basil's doing better. We got some dill back there, I think, and lemongrass. Over here, some mints, and here is my blackberry bush. And we actually have our first blackberry starting somewhere back here. Right there, that's our blackberry. Blueberry bush, we got tons of little ones all over it. These are the oreganos, Greek, some sort of thyme in the middle, and regular oregano. Somebody's got to go ahead and harvest, but we'll get there. Over here is lemon, basil, a German thyme, and then our dark basil, and it started. It's not doing too great, but it started.
We're not the only people having trouble with basil. Even the nursery that we go to said she was having issues.
Yeah.
So
All right.
it rotates.
So, well, let's go to tomatoes. These are the whites and Cherokees. We've had to put a pole in the middle to help support because we've been getting a lot of wind. They're flowering, but no real tomatoes on this side yet. On the Cherokee purple?
Here.
Where?
Right there. I showed you yesterday.
Fine. Where in the heck's your hand?
Right there.
Yeah.
And right here. See? I told you. I showed you yesterday.
Yeah, I don't listen to you. I'm married to you. This is a black crim. We've been watching this booger closely. And there you go. The one on top is the first one that popped. And the one on the bottom came right behind it. But this one's got 4 or 5 good sized tomatoes on it. The other ones, not so much, but
yeah, we got one right here that's already turning.
We do have a Black Beauty, which is a new variety we're trying this year.
She's already starting to turn.
Right there. And if you can tell, the top's starting to turn black already. So things are looking good here. We had an issue with our paste tomatoes. We tried a experimental thing called a yeast bath. It's a little bit of work, but they seem to perk up a little bit.
We've never grown these pastes before, so we don't know if they're always looking sickly.
That's true. Could be that too. So yeah, our paste tomatoes are not looking too grand yet. Do we have anything growing over here?
Yeah, we have aroma. I showed you yesterday.
Again, she showed me yesterday, and again, I didn't listen.
Where was it? It was...
She's looking.
Right here. Oh, there's like 3 now. See?
Down there at the bottom.
Right there. Actually 5.
There's a whole bunch of them down there by her hand, so got plenty of those. This is the cherry tomato, and
it's our brand new one.
Brand new style we've never done before, and look at all those little boogers, and they're already turning black. So it's called a black strawberry cherry style tomato. So we'll see what happens there. Peppers.
Leave them since we did the bath.
We also yeast bath those to help them a little bit. And these are jalapenos. They're looking pretty good. And these have tripled in size since we did the yeast bath. I might go over that next video or so. This is the Chinese 5. I've already picked about 20 of them, so they're doing okay. The peppers are coming along. We have one that's extremely tiny, and we actually do have one pepper. I'm looking.
It's over the side now.
And this is a banana pepper. So we got one. It's coming along. And this is the one that we're trying everything in his brother, and nothing's really working for him. But he has grown. He doubled in size in the last 2 weeks or so.
What was it? Oh, it's the mixed hot.
It's just a mixed hot pepper,
so
which is the same one that the Chinese 5 came out of. So, yeah, right there. There's the Chinese 5.
Look, Jim and Karen.
Yeah, Jim and Karen, come get your dang tomato plants. They're getting big. It's only been, what, 5 weeks since we told you to come get them? Anyways, these are our cucumbers. First 3 are white. Next 2 is a pickle bush. And we're doing a market something. Marketplace, something like that.
We got our first flowers.
And here is
Straight 8s.
the straight 8s, and as you could tell, they're starting to climb. So that's going to be good news. They got a lot of flowers on them. The first female flower that we saw fell off, so it wasn't pollinated.
We've got about 15 that we're hoping that actually got pollinated. Look, Bee-Bomb's getting her flowers.
Yeah, she's so excited about flowers.
Well,
I want fruit. And then we have whatever this is, and it should pop soon.
It's a lily. We don't know what kind.
It's a lily of some sort. Could be tiger, could be
black, could be red.
Black, red,
tiger
lily, whatever. It's going to be something like that, but hopefully they'll pop soon. As you can tell, they're getting pretty close. Strawberries doing good. They had another 3 or 4.
About 6 so far.
Yeah, over the past 4 years, I've probably had 2. This year, I've had 6. So we just really cranked it up this year.
Well, because we found out the bone, the calcium.
Yeah, the only thing we did different this year is we added the bone meal to it. We're trying something else. We had a couple of garlic cloves that started to spring, so we threw them in this and gonna see what happens. This time we're putting it high in the air, so hopefully things won't get to it. That's a quick.
First sunflower.
Oh yeah, here
Finally.
she's proud of these.
My first sunflowers.
She got her sunflowers and she's knocking the leaves off. All right. This is how we make our anti-ant mixture. Basically, we use this thing called Baractin, which is boric acid. Get it on Amazon. It's fairly inexpensive. I don't know. I think I paid $10 for that. And you don't use a lot of it.
No, we made a bunch to give to people too already.
So what we do is we take one of these old yogurt cups that we have. We put about 1 cup of powdered sugar in it and about 1 teaspoon, not tablespoon, of the Baractin in it. Maybe it's closer to a half a teaspoon.
Look, Aunt, take it.
And then we mix it up inside this thing, and usually we put like a foil cover over top of it before we seal it off, because it is a poison. Now in the small amounts that we use, it won't harm dogs, cats, that kind of thing, but it takes care of ants and the smaller bugs. You can do
flying cockroaches at night that fly over your garden.
Yeah. Now another thing you could do with this boric acid is you could take a soda can, fill it about half full of apple juice, and put about a teaspoon of boric acid in it and a stick, and wasps will come to it, and they'll either die with the can or they'll take it back to their nest, and you can destroy a hive that way. All right, we're going to quickly show you how we spread it about. Okay, this is that zucchini bed that we were having issues, and we want to make sure that they disappear. So what we do is we just spread a little bit using a teaspoon around areas that they could come up, or the areas that they could hide. And basically what the ants will do is come by.
You want to kind of put it in their path too.
Yeah, you want to aim for their path or right next to their path so they get a whiff of the powdered sugar. And then they'll take it back to their nest, and hopefully it'll start taking care of the nest. So that's how we take care of ants. A little bit of chemicals, but there's not enough to harm your animals, your dogs, pets, that sort of thing.
And we don't put it on any of our plants, so our garden's still organic.
Yeah. Like I said, like she said, we put it around the base where it's not even close to the fruits or veggies or whatever you want to say. But yep, that's your one hint of the week. Second tip, these ingredients right here. If you have weeds or like pop-ups of small trees or whatever in your areas, like we have some over there, what we do is we use white vinegar, salt, and dish soap. Now currently we are using the Duck. All right, so what you do is in a pot you put a gallon of white vinegar. So you got a gallon of white vinegar, you got a cup of salt, and you got a tablespoon of Dawn soap. Throw all that into here, mix it until all the salt's dissolved, and then throw it into a sprayer and just spray to your heart's content. It's an all-natural weed killer.
Oh, you got to do it when it's sunny and no chance of rain.
Yeah, that's the other key for this one, is it has to be a sunny day, and you need to have at least 2 days of solid sunlight to really get this to work.
One
So
thing it doesn't work on is poison sumac. We have yet to kill
yeah,
that.
sumac we can't get rid of, but now look, there's our banana peels trying to ripen up enough to pour into the tomatoes and peppers and all that to add potassium. Okay, that's it for this week.